Hi, fourth graders. I hope you all had a fabulous Christmas and New Year's break. I hope you're able to relax and enjoy some time with your families and kind of regroup and get refocused. And now you're ready to jump right into the brand new 2021 year, raring to go and ready to be focused and on task and to get all everything. Show me your best, right? All your best learning and all your best work. So we're going to start, we're going to be picking up with division now for math. We're going to be in Module 6, Lesson 1. Before break, we were doing all things multiplication, and now we're going to jump into division, which makes sense because those two things go hand in hand, right? Our division and our multiplication. So we are going to get started. So I hope you have your Module 6, Lesson 1 stapled papers in front of you and ready to go, so that way you can follow along to learn the lesson, so that way when you do your independent work you'll be ready and raring to go. All right, so let's get started. So we're going to jump right into, we're not going to do the are you ready or understand division, that beginning part. We're going to jump right into the first lesson, right into Module 6, Lesson 1. So that way we can get right to task. So after this lesson, you are going to be able to use visual models and equations to represent division problems. So we're going to spark our learning with this first problem. Jean and Stephanie are playing a word game with these letter tiles. To start, they place all the tiles in 2 equal rows. Show how many tiles are in each row. So first, if we look at these tiles, it looks to me like it's all the letters of the alphabet. And when I think of the letters of the alphabet, I don't even need to count these. I know that there are 26 letters in the alphabet. And you can count them and go ahead and check it out to see, but I hope you know that fact that there are 26 letters in the alphabet. Now, Jean and Stephanie want to put all the tiles into 2 equal rows. So that means we're going to take our 26 letters and we are going to divide them into 2 equal rows. So our division problem would look something like this. 26 divided by 2, and we want to figure out, well, how many tiles are going to be in each row? So I know there's 26. So I'm going to do 1, 2. So here are my 2 rows, and now I'm just going to put them out until I see how many are in one row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Now you might have looked at this and said, I can do that. 26 divided by 2 is just 26 and half. What is half of 26, right? You might have been able to already do that in your head, but I wanted to show the picture and I wanted to do the work so that way if you didn't know that right off the top of your head, if you didn't know half of 26, that you would be able to do this and figure it out. So 26 divided by 2. So we're just going to take how many are in one row, because that's what our answer is going to be. It's 26 split in half. So half of that will be just one of these rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there are 13 tiles in each row. And that was the question, right? Show how many tiles are in each row. They want to know how many are in each row. There are 13 because 26 divided by 2, if I split 26 in half, I get 13. So now we're going to move to page 134. So now let's build some understanding. Oops, sorry. I'm a little off on my, won't line up very well, will it? I don't know, it's all crooked all of a sudden. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. All right, back on track. So Teresa fills 42 water balloons for a water balloon race. Each player needs 3 balloons. How many players are in the race? Use counters or tiles to represent the problem, then draw a visual model to show our work. So we have a total of 42 water balloons, right? That's how many Teresa fills. Every player that is involved is going to get 3 balloons. So we need to put our 42 water balloons into groups of 3 until we see how many groups of 3 there are. So essentially, this problem is 42 divided by 3. So 1, 2, 3. There's one group of 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. So I needed 42 water balloons, and each one of these circles represents one person or one player. So how did we represent the number of water balloons that Teresa fills? Well, we drew how many dots? We drew 42 dots. Each dot represents one water balloon. So I had to make sure I had 42 dots because there are 42 water balloons. And then how did you represent the number of balloons each player needs? Well, we did groups of 3, right? We made groups of 3. Oh, excuse me. Sorry for the pause, but I knew that sneeze was coming. So I made equal groups of 3 dots. So how could we use our representation to find the number of players? Well, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to count how many groups of 3 we have. How many of these big circles do we have? That's what's going to tell us how many players there are. So I can count how many groups of 3 there are. And when I count how many groups of 3, that's going to be how many players are in the water balloon race. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 42 divided by 3 equals 14. So how many players are in the race? 14 players are in the race. So I'm trying to make this a little bit better. Okay, so this was just a problem of we knew the total and we know how many were going to be in each group. We needed to figure out how many groups there were. All right, our next problem, we have a memory game. And this memory game requires 55 cards. Beth places the cards in 5 equal rows. How many cards are in each row? Use base 10 blocks to represent the problem, then use the quick picture to solve the problem. So if we look at this quick picture that she drew, we can see she's got 55 cards, right? So she took her 55 and she broke it down into base 10 blocks. So each one of these lines is worth 10, and each one of these circles is the ones place, so it's worth 1. So this is our tens place, and this is our ones place. Sorry, that's super tiny. Our tens place and our ones place, right? I'm gonna focus us up again. There we go. So we can see that we have how many tens? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 tens, which is the same as 50. And how many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 ones, which is the same as 5. So it wants to know, how does the quick picture represent the problem? How does this helping us to represent the problem? Well, it's showing us 5 tens, 5 ones for the 55 cards. And then how many rows do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Isn't that convenient that there are 5 rows? And we want to put the cards in 5 equal rows? That kind of worked out really well by using our base 10 blocks. So it shows 5 tens, 5 ones, and that's for the 55 cards. And then they also are in 5 rows. So it shows 5 tens, 5 ones for the 55 cards, and they are in 5 equal rows. We can see we've got 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows, 5 rows, right? And we want 5 equal rows. So looking at our quick picture, how is that going to help us show our answer? Well, if we know that our 5 tens and 5 ones are already in 5 rows, each one of the, and we want them in 5 equal rows, each group, right, is how much is going to be in 1 row, right? So that tells me that each row has what? Each row has 1 10 and 1 1. And then how much does that 1 10 and 1 1 equal? Well, that equals 11 cards. So what is the division problem that we want to write to model this problem? Well, we started with 55 cards, and Beth wants to place them in 5 equal rows. So we're going to take our 55 cards, and we are going to divide them by 5. And we can see here that 55 divided by 5 is what? It is 11. So how many cards are in each row? There are 11 cards. Nice work. So now let's check our understanding. So we're going to first draw a visual model and then write a division equation to represent the problem and solve. So there are 48 players in a sack race. The players are in 4 equal teams. How many players are on each team? Well, we know there are 48 players, right, in the sack race. So how am I going to represent 48? How many tens are in 48? There are 4 tens. So there's my 4 tens. And I need 4 equal teams, so that worked out really well, right? 1 for each. Here's 1 row, 2 rows, 3 rows, 4 rows. And then I need 8 ones. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to make sure I have the same number in each row. 5, 6, 7, 8. So this shows me that how many are in each row. We have our 4 equal rows. How many are in each row? Well, 1 long is a 10 and 2 ones is a 2. So we would have 12 in each row. So our division problem is 48 divided by 4, and that equals 12. So how many players are on each team? 12 players. So it's nice to see that we can have a visual, we can draw a picture to help us figure out our problem. Number 2, a basketball player makes 93 points from 3-point shots. How many 3-point shots does the player make? So we know total 3-point range shots there are 93 points. We want to know how many of those equate to 3 points. So I need to take my 93 and I need 3 groups. So if I have 93, I'm going to have 9 10s and 3 1s. So I'm going to take my 10s. I need to put them in groups of 3, right? Or I need 3 rows. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. There's 3 rows, but I need 9 of those. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I have 3 1s. So I just need to put 1 1 in each row. So this is 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, right? That represents our 3-point shots. So there's 10, 20, 30, 1. So our division problem is 93 divided by 3 equals 10, 20, 30, 1. So there are 31 3-point shots. 31 3-point shots equals 93. If you were to multiply 31 times 3, wouldn't you get 93? You sure would. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 93. All right, so now we're going to move to the on your own section. If you want to do this independently, that is fine. And then just come back to make sure that you check your answers. That works. Or you can stay right here with me and do this together with me. Okay? All right, the only one you're not going to have to do is number 5. Okay? So we're going to skip number 5. We're just going to do number 3 and number 4. Paula has this pitcher of juice. She also has glasses that each hold 8 fluid ounces. How many glasses can she fill? Draw a visual model and then write an equation to represent the division, then solve. So it doesn't tell us how many ounces are in the pitcher in our problem. But if I look over here at my picture, look at the information it gives me. It tells me that there are 88 fluid ounces inside this pitcher. And she has glasses that each hold 8 fluid ounces. So she wants to find out how many glasses she can fill with what's in this pitcher. There are 88 fluid ounces in here, and she can pour 8 of those ounces into each glass. So how many glasses will she have? So I need to have 8 groups, right? And I'm going to use my 88 to break up into 8 groups. So my 88, if I'm using this in base 10, if I'm using my base 10 blocks, I'm going to have 8 10s, and I'm going to have 8 1s, right? And I need 8 groups. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's my 8 10s, and I need 8 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can see how many glasses can I get? How much is in one of the circles? If I have 1 10 and 1 1, that is 11. So our problem would be 88 divided by 8 equals 11. So she can fill 11 glasses. And we can see that, right? 88 divided by 8. I know that what times 8 equals 88? Well, 8 times 11 equals 88. All right, and our last problem, number 4. Vanessa finds 3 clues in a treasure hunt and gets 39 points. Each clue is worth the same number of points. Vanessa draws this quick picture to represent how many points each clue is worth. Write a division equation to model the problem, then solve. All right, so we need to write a division equation first. So we can see she finds 3 clues in a treasure hunt and she gets 39 points. So for her 39 points, she has 3 clues. So we're going to divide 39 divided by 3. 39 divided by 3 is, well, how much is in one of these? 110 and 3 ones. 110 and 3 ones is 13. 39 divided by 3 equals 13. So each clue is worth 13 points. Okay? So I would like you to do your 6.1 black and white independent worksheet. I'm just looking to see everything looks good on the front and on the back. So you're going to do the whole thing, all 1 through 9, so up through the 9th question. So you're going to do all of those, and then when you are finished, I either need a picture of the front and the back sent to me at school, or you can drop off the actual paper because I need to grade it. So that way I can have a record, and I also have the grade for the grade book. All right, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'm glad to be back, and I'll have another lesson for you soon. All right, bye guys.